There are few names in the automotive world that carry the weight and legacy of the Nissan GT-R. Among the many performance variants over the years, none captures the essence of raw, unfiltered performance quite like the Nissan GT-R Nismo. It's not just a car. It's a statement, a piece of engineering that brings together decades of motorsport expertise, cutting-edge technology, and a philosophy that performance should be as much about feel as it is about numbers. The GT-R has always had an aura about it, often referred to by its legendary nickname, Godzilla. It earned the title back in the late 80s and early 90s when it began dominating racetracks across the globe. But the Nismo edition is something even more special. It's the spiritual peak of everything the GT-R nameplate stands for: power, precision, and purpose. When the Nissan GT-R Nismo first appeared, it wasn't trying to be flashy or over the top. Its mission was clear: beat the track, thrill the driver, and hold nothing back. It's built on the already formidable foundation of the R35 GT-R, but what sets it apart is the obsessive attention to detail. Nismo, short for Nissan Motorsport, is Nissan's in-house performance division. It's where engineers and designers breathe performance into everyday models, but with the GT-R, they go beyond tweaking. They rebuild, they fine-tune, they test every component until it performs flawlessly under intense conditions. That's what makes the GT-R Nismo a beast with balance, not just power for the sake of power, but power channeled with control and precision. Let's talk numbers, but just briefly, because the GT-R Nismo is about more than specs. Still, the numbers are impressive. Under the hood lies a handcrafted 3.8-liter twin-turbocharged V6 engine that delivers a mind-bending 600 horsepower and 481 pound-feet of torque. Each engine is hand-assembled by one of Nissan's elite Takumi craftsmen, a tradition rooted in excellence. These craftsmen are legends in their own right. Their signature appears on a plaque mounted on each engine, symbolizing not just who built it, but the pride and precision behind it. This engine isn't mass-produced, it's a labor of love. The powerplant is paired with a 6-speed dual-clutch transmission that shifts faster than you can blink. Launch control lets the car rocket from 0 to 60 miles per hour in under 3 seconds. That's supercar territory. But here's the thing: the GT-R Nismo doesn't just go fast in a straight line. It's engineered for handling, too. Nismo upgraded the suspension with bespoke Bilstein dampers that are track-tuned yet still surprisingly civil on real roads. The chassis has been reinforced for improved rigidity, and the aerodynamics have been meticulously sculpted with functional carbon fiber components, including a massive rear wing that generates real downforce. Then there's the braking system. The GT-R Nismo comes equipped with carbon ceramic brakes, the kind of system you usually find on exotic cars that cost twice as much. They provide relentless stopping power without fade, even after punishing track sessions. The wheels are lightweight forged alloys wrapped in specially developed Dunlop tires that deliver enormous grip. Every element is focused on one goal: performance. Not flashy gimmicks, just function. Step inside, and you'll immediately feel like you've entered a cockpit, not just a cabin. The interior of the GT-R Nismo blends technology with motorsport DNA. Alcantara and carbon fiber are everywhere. The seats are Recaro buckets designed to hold you tight through corners. The steering wheel, also wrapped in Alcantara, feels like something pulled straight out of a race car. Even the instrument cluster is digital, yet minimal, no distractions, just the data you need to drive hard and fast. The infotainment system is there, sure, but it never feels like the centerpiece. In the GT-R Nismo, you're not here to be entertained. You're here to drive. One of the most underrated aspects of the GT-R Nismo is its all-wheel drive system. It's called ATTESAETS, and it constantly monitors road conditions, steering angle, throttle input, and yaw to send power exactly where it's needed. This translates to staggering levels of grip and control. Even in the rain, the GT-R Nismo feels like it's glued to the pavement. That's part of what makes it so confidence-inspiring. It doesn't try to kill you like some high-performance cars. It wants you to explore the edge of performance without crossing into danger. Of course, a car like this doesn't just exist in a vacuum. It's often compared to exotic rivals from Europe: Porsche 911 Turbos, Lamborghini Huracans, McLarens, but what makes the GT-R Nismo unique is that it brings Japanese engineering ethos into the conversation. It's not about flamboyance or status. It's about precision, dedication, and performance honed through decades of motorsport experience. There's a quiet confidence in the GT-R Nismo. It doesn't need to scream to be heard. The GT-R Nismo also carries with it a certain cultural weight. In Japan, it's a national icon. Across the globe, it's revered by tuners, racers, and gamers alike. From the racetracks of Super GT to the virtual circuits of Gran Turismo, the GT-R has always had a presence that transcends borders. And with the Nismo version, that legacy is extended, not just preserved, but elevated. It's a car that respects its past while constantly pushing into the future. Driving a GT-R Nismo is a sensory experience. The roar of the engine, the lightning-fast shifts, the G-forces in corners, the brake pedal's resistance, every input feels deliberate and connected. You feel every ounce of engineering working with you. It doesn't isolate you with luxury. It immerses you in the act of driving. And that's rare today, in a world where many performance cars try to be everything to everyone. The GT-R Nismo is unapologetically focused. It's not trying to be your daily commuter or your weekend cruiser. It's designed to perform. Despite its focus, it's surprisingly usable. The trunk space is decent. It has rear seats, even if they're best suited for small bags or kids. The visibility is good, and the ride, while firm, doesn't rattle your spine. That balance, between livability and laser-sharp performance, is one of the GT-R's enduring strengths. It's a supercar you can actually use, not just admire in a garage. The GT-R Nismo isn't cheap, but when you stack it against its European counterparts, it becomes clear how much value it offers. You're getting race-proven technology, obsessive craftsmanship, and a car that's as happy on a mountain road as it is on a racetrack. And you're also buying into a story of how a once humble sports coupe from Japan became a world beater. A legend. What's even more compelling is that the GT-R Nismo hasn't rested on its laurels. Each version has brought incremental improvements, lighter materials, sharper aerodynamics, more precise suspension tuning. Nissan has treated the GT-R not like a product to be overhauled, but like a fine instrument to be perfected over time. That kind of dedication is rare in the automotive world, where trends often dictate design and function. But the GT-R Nismo exists outside of trends. It's timeless in its pursuit of performance. And now, as the R35 platform nears the end of its journey, the GT-R Nismo stands as the ultimate evolution of a legendary era. Whatever comes next, from hybrid powertrains to electric GT-Rs, the Nismo version of the R35 will always be remembered as the pinnacle of analog meets digital driving. It's a car that respects the driver, demands skill, and rewards commitment. In a way, it's one of the last great performance cars of its kind. The GT-R Nismo is more than just a car. It's a legacy on wheels.